My name is Kathleen Selmans. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Amplified Now, a content and digital marketing agency that is geared toward helping small businesses and digital entrepreneurs get more leads, subscribers, and sales. If you're anything like me, you have read every single one of those X things billionaires do to start their day, or X things successful entrepreneurs do to start their day, as if somehow the secret to success is getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning and, I don't know, dunking yourself in an ice bath or something like that. It's nice to think that those things actually matter, but the truth is, we know they don't. They just don't. How you start your day doesn't really matter as much as what you do during the day. And I'm almost 39 years old and I'm just now realizing this. So I wanted to talk about I wouldn't even call it a hack. I mean, I guess I would if I were trying to title this. But one thing that I have done in the last week or so that has probably tripled my productivity. The way I start my morning, after the cold bath, of course, is to look at my calendar and see what the tasks are that I can fit into the in-between times between prospect calls and client calls and networking calls and mastermind calls, what will fit through the cracks. Or I will put in the early morning hours where I am the most optimistic, I will sit down and write a to-do list. And my to-do list will have, I don't know, 20 things on it. I don't know if you've ever sat at your desk and accomplished 20 things, but I haven't. And so all that to-do list made me feel was guilty about the things that didn't get marked off. I could never say, wow, I did 9 things. That was amazing. All I would see is the 11 that weren't done. And so I thought, God, there has to be a better way. I have to be able to be happy with what I have accomplished in one day. I just have to. And the trick, I can't call it anything else but a trick, I tried the next day putting one thing on my to-do list and then writing down, if I accomplish this, if I get to a point where I am handing this back to someone else, whether it's the client or my team, then I will have considered today a good day. I'm telling you, it made all the difference in the world. And I'm not very good at following it. Sometimes I have 2 things I want to do, but if I only put one thing on the list, and that is what I decide to focus on that day, that gets the most attention. And it's the best way I have found to get those projects that end up at the bottom of the to-do list, the wishful part of the to-do list, done. Because if I don't ever focus on the bottom of the to-do list, and obviously those are business building things where I've written a book and I haven't looked at the draft, and so I'm partway through the draft. I need to get the second draft finished so that I can pass it off to an editor. But that's never going to get done when it's competing with client work or outreach or doing these videos, right? Because it's important, but it's not urgent. I don't have a deadline. And if you're an entrepreneur and you're in charge of your own schedule, it might actually help you to say, okay, on Monday, I'm going to focus on this. One word of caution though, because this is where my brain goes, I thought, okay, that worked for this Monday. Every Monday, I'm going to focus on this kind of project. And my brain, although I am a big picture strategic thinker, my brain can't do that. For some reason, I want to rebel against that thing. It's sort of the same thing that I feel about meal planning, because how on earth does Sunday me know what I want for dinner on Thursday? Those of you who meal plan might be able to extrapolate and say, like, okay, I am focusing on outreach on day 1, and I'm focusing on internal projects on day 2, and client projects on day 3 and 4, and you can do that. But if you're anything like me, you need to do it tactically. You need to get up first thing in the morning and see what can you work on until your first meeting of the day. I have found that sometimes it helps to send like progress reports to people who don't really care, or even just, you know, myself, just to chart my progress on the thing that I had said I would work on that day, just to get a little bit of external validation. And, you know, productivity is a work in progress. I don't think I will ever be done feeling like, okay, I've got the system figured out, because brains don't work that way. But do try, because humans can't multitask. And you know that. Of course you do. It makes me think of my 4-year-old who comes in and requests 19 different things before I can get her the first thing. Can I have some breakfast? Can I have some milk? Will you defrost me some blueberries? They need to be warm. I need toast also. Can you get my favorite spoon out of the dishwasher? The list goes on and on. But just like I can't do all of those things for my 4-year-old in the 5 seconds she gives me for a reasonable time, I can't do that with my to-do list either, and neither can you. I'm over at amplifiednow.com. I'd love to connect with you. I'd love to see if you have any productivity tips for me, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks so much.